Hello Internet. Interesting question up on the Linux news board. How do I stop a process that was executed at startup? Well, you can look at my video. Does Linux have a Windows-like task manager? On how to do that using the xkill command. But the more interesting part of this question was the part about it being on startup. Well, in XFCE, there is a session and startup program. So right there under settings, session and startup. And under the application auto start, it will list the programs that are started up automatically when you start your system. So, for instance, this one for Bluetooth, I have removed the check because I don't have any Bluetooth devices, so there's no reason for me to run Bluetooth. Now, that's just one way to turn it off so that it doesn't start up next time. You could, of course, always completely remove it. But you'll notice that some of these are grayed out on the remove button, and that's because you will have to run the session and startup using sudo to remove certain items. So for instance here, since Conky was added to this list by this login user that isn't root, it has the ability to remove Conky with the remove button. But the Bluetooth option, I can turn it off, but I cannot remove it because I need to log or run the session program as root sudo in order to be able to access it to remove it. And of course, this little session and startup program's got a couple of extra interesting little features here, where you can automatically save your session on logout. You can prompt for it to happen at logout. You can modify a splash screen. There are applications that are currently running that will be saved when you log out. So you can go in here and you can clear this, or even specifically save the session. And this is where you'll also find the lock screen before sleep option for shutdown. So if you have a service that is starting up automatically at startup, this is where you would go to remove it and stop it from happening under XFCE. And of course, if there's ever a service that is currently running that you want to kill, you can, if it's a windowed program, you can use the xkill command. And here we just simply created a button for it on our launcher, or panel. But if you don't have a window for it, you can always pull up a task manager program, find out what the PID is, and then go into terminal and use a command like sudo kill and then the PID number, and it will then kill the program after you put in the password. So there you go, how to stop processes from starting up automatically with the startup of the computer.